For years, fans of the TLC reality series 1000 LB Sisters have watched Tammy Slaton's journey. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For 1000 LB Sister Lat with a mix of admiration, empathy, and unwavering support. The show, which chronicles the lives of Tammy and her sister Amy Slaton as they navigate the challenges of extreme obesity, health complications, and personal growth, has become a powerful platform for raising awareness about obesity, mental health, and the long road to recovery. Among the many emotional arcs portrayed on the series, Tammy's transformation has stood out as one of the most profound and inspiring. What began as a desperate fight for survival has evolved into a story of resilience, self-discovery, and ultimately, the fulfillment of a surprising dream that few saw coming. Tammy Slaton's journey was never easy. For much of her adult life, she struggled with severe obesity, weighing over 1,000 pounds at her peak. Her condition was not simply a matter of overeating, it was deeply rooted in trauma, emotional pain, and a complex relationship with food that began in childhood. Growing up in a household where food was both comfort and control, Tammy developed habits that would later spiral out of control. After the tragic death of her husband, Gary, in 2010, her emotional eating intensified and her weight climbed to dangerous levels. By the time 1000 LB Sisters premiered in 2020, Tammy was largely homebound, dependent on her sister Amy for care, and facing life-threatening health risks, including heart disease, diabetes, and mobility issues. The show captured Tammy's early attempts at weight loss, including her decision to undergo bariatric surgery in 2021. The procedure was a turning point, but it was only the beginning of a much longer journey. Recovery from such extreme weight required not just medical intervention, but immense psychological strength. Tammy faced setbacks, including complications from surgery, emotional relapses, and public scrutiny. Yet, with the support of Amy, her doctors, and her growing community of fans, she slowly began to make progress. She adopted healthier eating habits, started physical therapy, and gradually regained her ability to walk and perform daily tasks independently. As the seasons progressed, viewers witnessed a remarkable change not just in Tammy's physical appearance, but in her confidence, demeanor, and outlook on life. Gone was the woman who once feared leaving her house. In her place stood someone determined to reclaim her life. But what surprised many was not just how far she had come physically, but what she chose to do next. In a heartfelt revelation shared on social media and later confirmed in interviews, Tammy announced that she had fulfilled a long-held, deeply personal dream. She had become a licensed real estate agent. To many, this might seem like an unexpected career choice for someone known primarily for her health journey. But for Tammy, the decision made perfect sense. Real estate had always fascinated her. Even during her most difficult years, when she was confined to her home, she spent hours watching home renovation shows, flipping through property listings, and imagining what it would be like to help others find their dream homes. "I've always loved houses," Tammy shared in a candid interview. "There's something so peaceful about walking into a space that feels like it could be a home. I used to dream about having a career where I could help people create that feeling for themselves." The journey to becoming a real estate agent was not a simple one. It required Tammy to overcome not only her physical limitations, but also self-doubt and the skepticism of others. After her weight loss, she began focusing on her education, studying for the real estate licensing exam with the same determination she had applied to her health transformation. She enrolled in online courses, sought mentorship from experienced agents, and dedicated countless hours to learning about property laws, market trends, and client relations. In 2023, she passed the licensing exam and officially became a certified real estate agent in her home state of Kentucky. What made this achievement even more meaningful was the fact that Tammy chose to specialize in helping first-time homebuyers and low-income families, groups that often face the greatest challenges in the housing market. Drawing from her own experiences of hardship and perseverance, she wanted to be an advocate for those who felt overlooked or discouraged. "I know what it's like to feel like the odds are against you," she said. "If I can help someone navigate the process of buying a home, something that once felt impossible for me, then I've done something worthwhile." Tammy's new career has not gone unnoticed. Local news outlets picked up her story, highlighting not only her personal triumph, but also her commitment to community service. She has partnered with nonprofit housing organizations to provide free consultations and financial literacy workshops for aspiring homeowners. Her social media platforms, once dominated by updates about her weight loss, now feature home tours, market tips, and motivational messages about second chances. "This isn't just a job for me," she explained. "It's a way to give back. I was given a second chance at life, and now I want to help others build the lives they've always wanted." The response from her fans has been overwhelmingly positive. Many have expressed pride in her accomplishments, seeing her journey as proof that transformation is possible on every level: physical, emotional, and professional. "Tammy's story is about so much more than weight loss," said one longtime viewer. "It's about refusing to be defined by your past and having the courage to dream big, even when the world doubts you." What makes Tammy's dream particularly surprising is how far it diverges from the narrative that initially defined her public persona. When 1000 LB Sisters first aired, the focus was understandably on her health crisis and the dramatic visuals of her struggle with mobility and self-care. The media often reduced her story to one of tragedy and excess. But Tammy has consistently worked to redefine that narrative, showing that her worth was never tied to her weight. Her journey has been about healing, growth, and finding purpose beyond survival. In many ways, her career in real estate symbolizes the stability and independence she once lacked. A home represents safety, belonging, and the foundation for a new beginning, values that resonate deeply with Tammy's own life story. By helping others secure homes, she is, in a sense, building a legacy of empowerment. "When someone buys their first home, it changes everything," she said. "It's not just four walls and a roof. It's pride. It's hope. It's a fresh start. I want to be part of that for as many people as I can." Her success has also had a ripple effect on her relationship with Amy. While the sisters have had their share of conflicts on the show, ranging from disagreements about health decisions to personal boundaries, their bond has deepened through Tammy's transformation. Amy, who has also undergone significant weight loss and health improvements, has been one of Tammy's biggest cheerleaders in her new career. The two often appear together in promotional videos for Tammy's real estate business, showcasing homes and sharing advice with potential buyers. Their partnership, once centered solely on caregiving, has evolved into a dynamic of mutual support and shared ambition. Beyond her professional achievements, Tammy's. Yet, despite the risks, there is also potential for growth. Breakups, while painful, can serve as catalysts for self-discovery and reinvention. For Amanda, this moment could become a turning point, not toward relapse, but toward deeper healing. The end of a relationship doesn't have to mean the end of progress. In fact, it can be an opportunity to redefine what health and happiness mean on her own terms. Already, there are signs of resilience. Amanda has continued to attend therapy sessions, a practice she credits with helping her understand the roots of her emotional eating. She has also leaned on her sister Amy, who has faced her own share of personal challenges, including a highly publicized divorce and struggles with sobriety. The bond between the sisters remains strong, and Amy has publicly expressed her support for Amanda during this difficult time. Additionally, Amanda has begun to explore new outlets for emotional expression. She's taken up journaling, started a small online community for women dealing with similar struggles, and even hinted at launching a wellness initiative focused on mental health and body positivity. These steps suggest that while she may be hurting, she is not passive in her healing. The role of professional support cannot be overstated. Amanda has access to a team of doctors, nutritionists, and therapists, a luxury not available to many people on weight loss journeys. The key will be whether she continues to engage with that support system during this vulnerable period. Bariatric programs often include long-term follow-up care precisely because they recognize that surgery is only the beginning. Sustained success depends on ongoing psychological and behavioral support. There's also a broader lesson here for viewers of 1000 LB Sisters and anyone on a similar journey. Weight loss is not just about willpower or diet plans. It's deeply intertwined with mental health, relationships, and self-worth. Amanda's story is a reminder that healing is not linear. There will be victories and setbacks, moments of strength and moments of weakness. What matters most is the ability to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. As the show continues to document Amanda's life, fans are likely to see both the struggle and the strength. There may be episodes where she turns to food for comfort, where she skips workouts, or where she questions whether all the effort is worth it. But there may also be moments of breakthrough when she speaks her truth, sets a boundary, or chooses self-care over self-destruction. The fear that Amanda's breakup could derail her weight loss journey is valid. Emotional trauma can trigger relapse, and the absence of a supportive partner can leave a dangerous void. But it's also possible, perhaps even probable, that this experience will deepen her understanding of herself and strengthen her resolve. Pain, when processed healthily, can be a powerful teacher. In the end, Amanda's journey is not just about losing weight. It's about gaining control, finding self-love, and learning to stand on her own. The breakup with Chris may have shaken her foundation, but it doesn't have to define her future. With time, support, and continued commitment to her well-being, Amanda can emerge from this chapter not broken, but rebuilt stronger, wiser, and more in tune with her true self. The story of 1000 LB Sisters has always been about more than numbers on a scale. It's Abu. Tammy Slaton, one of the beloved stars of the hit reality television series 1000 LB Sisters, has dropped a bombshell revelation regarding the show's uncertain future, sending shockwaves through the fanbase and the entertainment world alike. In a candid and emotional message shared via her social media platforms, Tammy confirmed that the show may not return for another season, citing personal struggles, health complications, and growing tensions behind the scenes as key reasons behind the potential cancellation. While fans have long followed the ups and downs of Tammy and her late sister Amy Slaton's journey toward weight loss and personal growth, this latest development marks a turning point in the show's legacy and in Tammy's life. For years, 1000 LB Sisters has chronicled the lives of Tammy and Amy Slaton, two Kentucky-born sisters who each battled severe obesity and the myriad health issues that accompany it. The show, which premiered on TLC in 2020, quickly became a fan favorite due to its raw honesty, emotional depth, and the sisters' unfiltered personalities. Viewers were drawn not only to their weight loss journeys, but also to the complex dynamics of their relationship filled with love, conflict, humor, and resilience. As the seasons progressed, the show evolved from a medical transformation narrative into a broader exploration of family, identity, mental health, and self-worth. However, behind the scenes, the journey has been far more complicated than what aired on television. Tammy's recent revelation sheds light on the immense pressure that comes with being a reality TV star, particularly when your life is broadcast in real time. In her statement, Tammy expressed deep gratitude for the support she's received over the years, but also admitted that the spotlight has taken a significant toll on her emotional and physical well-being. "I've given everything to this show, my heart, my struggles, my truth," she wrote. "But I can't keep sacrificing my peace for entertainment." One of the most shocking aspects of Tammy's announcement is her claim that the show's production team has been pushing the cast to prioritize drama over healing. She alleged that producers often encouraged conflict between cast members, including herself and her sister Amy, in order to generate higher ratings. "They wanted us to fight, to break down, to cry on camera," Tammy revealed. But real healing doesn't happen in front of a camera. Real healing is quiet. It's messy. It's private. These comments have sparked a broader conversation about the ethics of reality television, particularly when it involves individuals dealing with serious health and psychological challenges. Tammy also addressed the tragic loss of her sister Amy, who passed away in late 2023 due to complications related to her weight and ongoing health issues. Amy's death was a devastating blow to Tammy, their family, and millions of fans who had followed their journey. In the aftermath, Tammy struggled with grief, guilt, and the immense pressure of continuing the show without her closest confidant. "Amy was my rock," Tammy shared. "We promised each other we'd get better together. When she was gone, a part of me went with her." She admitted that continuing the series without Amy felt hollow and disingenuous, as the show had always been about their shared journey, Despite undergoing bariatric surgery and achieving significant weight loss in recent years, Tammy revealed that her health remains fragile. She has faced multiple setbacks, including complications from surgery, recurring infections, and mobility challenges. Additionally, she has been open about her ongoing battle with depression and anxiety, conditions that were exacerbated by the demands of filming. "People see the weight loss and think I'm fixed," she said. "But losing weight doesn't cure trauma. It doesn't erase loneliness. It doesn't bring my sister back." In her message, Tammy made it clear that her decision to step away from the show is not driven by anger or resentment, but by a desire to reclaim her life. "I need to live for me now," she wrote. "Not for ratings. Not for fame. Not for anyone else's idea of what my story should be." She emphasized that she still intends to share her journey, but on her own terms, through personal social media updates, advocacy work, and possibly future projects that focus on mental health and wellness without the intrusion of a production crew. The news of the potential cancellation has left fans heartbroken but also deeply empathetic. Social media has been flooded with messages of support, with many praising Tammy for her courage and honesty. "Tammy has been so strong for so long," one fan wrote. "She deserves peace." Another commented, "This show changed my life." But Tammy's life matters more than any TV series. The outpouring of love highlights the profound impact Tammy and Amy had on viewers, many of whom saw their own struggles reflected in the sisters' story. TLC has not yet issued an official statement regarding the show's future. However, sources close to the network suggest that production has been paused indefinitely and no new episodes are currently in development. While the network has not ruled out the possibility of a spin-off or special tribute episode, it appears that the era of 1000 LB Sisters as fans knew it may have come to an end. Tammy's decision also raises important questions about the long-term effects of reality television on vulnerable individuals. While the genre has brought attention to critical health issues and provided platforms for marginalized voices, it has also been criticized for exploiting personal pain for profit. Experts in media ethics and mental health have weighed in, urging networks to prioritize the well-being of their cast members over ratings. "Reality TV can be a powerful tool for awareness," said Dr. Lena Peterson, a clinical psychologist specializing in media and trauma. "But when personal suffering becomes entertainment, we have to ask, at what cost? Tammy's journey has always been about more than weight loss. It's been about visibility, vulnerability, and the fight for self-acceptance in a world that often judges people based on appearance." Her decision to step away from the spotlight is not a retreat, but a reclamation, a bold assertion of her right to live authentically, free from the constraints of a scripted narrative. "I'm not quitting," she emphasized. "I'm choosing me." In the wake of Amy's passing, Tammy has also become an advocate for organ donation and mental health awareness. She has partnered with nonprofit organizations to promote early intervention for obesity-related illnesses and to support grieving families. "Amy's story didn't end in tragedy," Tammy said. "It continues through the lives she touched. I want to honor her by helping others feel less alone." As Tammy begins this new chapter, she remains committed to her. Has done more than change careers, she has redefined what's possible for herself and for others like her. She stands as a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of self-belief, and the beauty of second chances. Her journey reminds us that transformation is not a single event, but a continuous process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. And so, as she walks through the front door of another home, ready to guide a new family toward their future, Tammy Slaton is not just selling property, she is living proof that with enough courage, even the most impossible dreams can come true. Title: 1000 LB Sisters. Amanda's breakup could derail her weight loss journey for years. Viewers have followed the emotional, physical, and psychological transformation of sisters Amy and Tammy Slaton from the hit TLC reality series 1000 LB Sisters. The show chronicles their journey from extreme obesity to life-altering weight loss surgeries and the ongoing challenges of maintaining their health and happiness. While both sisters have faced their own unique battles, Amanda Halterman, Amy's younger sister, has emerged as a central figure in the show's evolving narrative. not only due to her own weight struggles, but also because of the intense emotional dynamics that shape her life. Amanda's journey on 1000 LB Sisters has been one of resilience, setbacks, and hope. Initially introduced as a supporting character, she quickly gained attention for her openness about her emotional eating, her tumultuous relationships, and her desire to break free from the cycle of weight gain and self-sabotage. Over the seasons, Amanda has undergone significant weight loss, undergone bariatric surgery, and worked to rebuild her life with a focus on wellness. But recently, a major personal event, her breakup with longtime partner Chris, has cast a shadow over her progress, raising concerns among fans and health professionals alike. Could this emotional upheaval derail her hard-won weight loss journey? The nature of emotional eating is complex, and for individuals like Amanda, relationships often serve as both a source of comfort and a trigger for unhealthy behaviors. For years, Amanda leaned on Chris as a constant in her life. Their relationship, while not without its challenges, provided a sense of stability during her most vulnerable moments. Chris stood by her through hospital visits, emotional breakdowns, and the grueling process of post-surgical recovery. He was not just a romantic partner, but a confidant, a caretaker, and, in many ways, a pillar of support during her transformation. But relationships under the spotlight are rarely simple. The pressures of fame, the intrusion of cameras into private moments, and the weight of public scrutiny can strain even the strongest bonds. As Amanda's visibility increased, so did the tension in her relationship. Fans observed growing distance between the couple, with episodes highlighting arguments, miscommunications, and emotional disconnection. The final separation, though not dramatized with a grand on-screen moment, was quietly confirmed through social media and behind-the-scenes updates. For Amanda, the breakup wasn't just the end of a romance. It represented the loss of a key emotional anchor. In interviews and social media posts, she has spoken candidly about the pain of the split, describing feelings of loneliness, self-doubt, and a fear of being unlovable. These are not just fleeting emotions, they are powerful psychological forces that can directly impact someone's relationship with food and self-care. Studies consistently show that emotional distress is one of the leading causes of weight regain after bariatric surgery or significant lifestyle changes. The brain often turns to food as a coping mechanism during times of stress, grief, or loneliness. High-calorie, sugary, or processed foods trigger dopamine release, offering a temporary sense of comfort. For someone like Amanda, who has openly discussed using food to manage anxiety and sadness, the risk of relapse is very real. In the weeks following the breakup, fans noticed subtle but telling changes in Amanda's behavior. Her social media activity shifted, fewer fitness updates, less emphasis on healthy meals, and an increase in posts expressing sadness or introspection. While she continues to appear on the show and interact with her family, there's a noticeable shift in her demeanor. She seems more withdrawn, less motivated, and at times, overwhelmed by the future. This is not the first time Amanda has faced a setback. Her journey has been marked by cycles of progress and regression. After her initial success post-surgery, she experienced periods of weight regain due to emotional triggers, including family conflicts and personal insecurities. Each time, she managed to pull herself back, often with the help of therapy, family support, and renewed commitment to her goals. But this breakup feels different, more personal, more painful, and potentially more destabilizing. What makes this moment particularly precarious is the timing. Amanda had reached a point in her journey where consistency and emotional balance were critical. She was learning to live in a new body, navigating new social dynamics, and building a self-image separate from her past struggles. The breakup threatens to unravel that progress by reigniting old patterns of self-soothing through food and withdrawal from healthy routines. Moreover, the public nature of her pain adds another layer of difficulty. As a reality TV personality, Amanda's grief is not private. Every post, every public appearance is analyzed by fans and critics alike. This lack of privacy can exacerbate feelings of shame or failure, making it harder to seek help or admit when she's struggling. The pressure to stay strong for the cameras may prevent her from fully processing her emotions in a healthy way.